Atachin chitap Kalenjin loyaab emet cheitun eng ketesiet nebo Kass TV choton chebo Mungaret ak Bandaptai bwatilen kile kasitab somok koitun tetutiet noton nebo Mungaret ak Bandaptai. Kainenyu ko Shadrack Mutai. Kakomwa CS noton nebo ribetab kalyet en emet orit Kipchumba Murkomen kole yae serikali chikilisiet kotinygei ak nemwaat kele kokosir kiwoto kobwa emoni website chebo Jubaland forces choton chebunu emet noton nebo Somalia. Kaikimit Murkomen kotestai police koyai chikilisiet asikenai imanda nebo logoiwek choton.
Every time there is a conflict in the Somalia side, it definitely spills over, especially if it's Bulahawa and the towns across the border. It affects Kenya. And remember that we have a good working relationship with Somalia as a country. And so when there is those challenges, there's citizens who feel endangered run from the neighboring country run to Kenya. But we cannot confirm now whether there were forces of where, who they are. It's only until you do proper security analysis and investigations that you get to know, is it forces, is it civilians, and so forth. It is also it's also important to note that such security issues are handled in as security issues. So if we reach a stage where there is any challenge, we will tell the country. But at the moment, we don't have any difficulty. The complaints that have come from citizens have been looked at. The question of occupation of school, there is no school currently being occupied, as a matter of fact. And so if there are other parts of Kenya that there is a spillover of citizens from the neighboring countries, with Somalia particularly, that will be, that's why I said the security team will work on it to make sure that they return peacefully. What our main problem in our border that we deal with as Kenya is the criminals, is the people who want to attack our country, kill people, steal property, burn, and so forth. That is really what bothers us most. But people who are running for safety, we will find ways of addressing that issue so that it doesn't also become a security challenge or a humanitarian issue in the country or security challenge. In fact, those who are asking for refugee status and to be housed and protected in Kenya, they know the procedure they go through.
En kasaratan koikoito kurset koityi biikab emet kochigil kanisosiek ak amdoik komwoe kakwautiet nebo kochut ak kokochi kosubet dinisiek cheterterchin chebitu en emet. Kamwa CS nebo ribetab kalyet en emet orit Kipchumba Murkomen kole kokotestai kimas kabwatutikab biikab boror en komosta nebo Shakahola ole kokoipchi noton kolany koitet nebo biik chekibeten sobonwek.
Kwa mambo ya Shakahola, ningependa kusema kwamba IG ako huko leo. Inspector General of Police angekuwa hapa, lakini ametuma DIG tukue na yeye hapa kwa sababu ameenda kushughulikia mambo haya na ripoti kamili itatolewa kupitia IG. Lakini naomba sana wa Kenya tushirikiane na security agencies. Haiwezekani kwamba mtu anatoka hapa Busia na ni jirani, ni rafiki, ni ndugu, ni mtu wa familia na hakuna mtu anaripoti kupotea kwao. Aswa wale tumejua tayari kwamba wameingia dini ambazo ni potovu. Ni vizuri sana turipoti mapema na tuwatafute mapema. Ukipata kwamba wengi wao ambao wanapotelea hizo dini duni ni kwa sababu pia ripoti hazipatikani. Watu tumewacha ile communal living ambayo tulikuwa nayo. Haiwezekani kwamba mtu anatoka na familia yake yote kuenda safari na hakuna jirani anajua, hakuna mtu wa familia anajua, hakuna mtu anaripoti kwa polisi mpaka ile nyumba 10 community policing. Lazima tusaidiane wote. Ya pili ni lazima pia tutoe ripoti kuhusiana na itikadi na dini duni ambazo zinapotosha wa Kenya, kwa sababu hiyo inaendelesha mambo haya. Na pia kwamba unajua ni kwa nini wanatafuta sehemu ambazo ni fiche, ambao watu hawaishi, sehemu ambazo ni kubwa, na wanadanganya mtu anasema tuko maombi. na ukishaingia msitu huko unaona kwamba watu wanaenda kuwa fasting. Fasting inakubalika Biblia, lakini sio ile fasting ya kulazimisha watu mpaka watu wanakufa. Kwa hivyo the complexity ya mambo ya religion ndio inatuletea hii shida kama hii ya Shakahola, na tunaomba Wakenya washirikiana na sisi. Unaona wale ambao walikuwa wanaendelesha tumeshika wako kotini na wako katika remand, lakini wale walikuwa wamefunzwa dini hii wanaendelea, na itakuwa ni changamoto sana kwa nchi nzima, na sio hiyo dini moja tu, kuna zingine ambazo ni potovu ambayo inapotosha Wakenya, zingine siko sehemu hii ingawa haijaleta shida sana, lakini tuna Yesu wengi wako sehemu hii, Yohana Mbatizaji katika sehemu hii. Lazima pia tukue waangalifu sana wasifikie because nimeona kwa sehemu hii ni kama kila county iko na Yesu wake na Maria na Yohana, you know, au wote sasa hatutafanya kitu kama askari kwa watu kama until tuone kwamba wanaendanger maisha ya watu. So lazima wananchi watakuwa wanatuambia kama huyu anaendanger ama is not endangering lives of others. Second last and then the lady please. Tumalizie hapo.
Takyingei kibagengeit noton netinyegei ak korondo nebo tuguk nebo KEBS kokanapta kibagengeisiek cheterterchin cheboto sukulisiek komuch koro kole kaimuch koityi magutik choton nyolu en kokoitoetab somanet ak quality nenyolu kong'etegei certification noton nebo ISO 9001 agoi ISO 21001 kosubkei ak ofisaek che echen chebo KEBS kobendi konyorunen kelchin missing sukulisiekab emoni kanapta noton.
Kong'ololi kasarta nekatuiyo ak stakeholders cheterter eng taonitab Eldoret komwa ofisayat netonondochin National Quality eng KEBS Charles Maru kole tokyingei kibagenge noto kobarait kororonindo anan quality eng sekta noto nebo somanet kong'ete certification noto nebo ISO 9001 agoi kotokyigei ISO 21001 nemwoe kole tinye kelchinoik chechang.
Most learning institutions, including the ones which are here, have been implementing a general standard ISO 9001 of 2015. But now that there is a standard that is so specific to educational institutions, we decided to come over here so that people will be able to learn, and when they go back they'll be able to establish a system. They will be able to establish a system that is based on this particular standard, ISO 21001. We're just saying this standard has got so many benefits, including the fact that the institutions who are going to implement this standard, they will be able to address and ensure that the learners are actually benefiting from the services that they are providing. So the thing is, being an ISO standard, what we're just saying is that the institutions which are going to implement this will have that international recognition through certification, and at the end of the day, whenever you talk about your institution which is certified, people will be able to get assurances that you are delivering quality services.
Kamwa Maru kole asikobit kokanapta kamartaetab tuguk chechang eng emoni konyolu kobit oret noto nemie nebo kanaptaetab kororindo noto nebo quality kou noto kotinye kelchinoik chechang missing certification noto nebo ISO 21001.
You know, for you to be able to maintain and have that competitive advantage, you need to provide quality services. You need to provide quality services. You know, it will be your customers who will be able even to market you. They'll be able to go outside there and say that if you want to learn and get quality learning, you go to this particular institution. And we've seen this. There are quite a number of institutions which have been implementing ISO 9001, and out of that they have really gotten a lot of competitive advantage over others. We know there are so many other institutions today which are struggling, and they are struggling because they have not embraced systems or management systems.
Kosubkei ak Dr. Joyce Mokamba ne manager nebo training eng kibagenge noto bo KEBS kokotoi icheket kanetisiet ole bendi counties chotok cheterter komortoi akobo ISO 21001 kokuyo biikab emet kororindo missing ko eng sukulisiekab barak.
Once we have done this as an appetizer, we learn through having trainings Through this standard, which we go through 6 modules, as we can put it, we normally train the top management of each of these institutions. Tunasoma kwote kuanzia chekechea up to the higher learning institutions. We take the top management through so that they can appreciate what are they going to gain out of this standard, so that once they have appreciated it, they can be able to support the system. 2, we pick the people who are going to implement it, who have hands-on. So we train them, what we call the implementers course. The implementers course is where we take them through the requirements of this standard so that they can be able to implement them. Once they have understood the requirements, the standard is like law.
Bitunito kasarta noton netieme serikalitab emetab Kenya koisto tuguk chotok moityin magutik chotok chebo kororonindo kobun kibagengeit noton nebo Kass. Kong'etege taunetab Eldoret eng county nebo Uasin Gishu, logoiwekab emet chebo Kass, kainenyu ko Isaac Kogei.
Tesetai benkit nebo KCB en kibagenge ak ketesiet nebo Kass Media kokochin konetisiet kabatikab chaik en county nebo Nandi konai akobo keljinoik chemuch konyor kobun besendo anan loan newendi kotoreti en kabatisietab chaik noton naat ko KCB Mavuno T-Loan. Kamwa benkit noton nebo KCB kole niton ko besendo newendi koeku keljin kot missing en kabatikab chaik kole kacher ichek kabatikab chaik komong'e en roadshow nekatet icheket en kibagenge ak ketesietab Kass Media netat keyai en tarikit 5 akoi tarikit 6 en county noton bo Nandi asikobit konyor ichek konetisiet ako besendo anan loan noton naat ko KCB Mavuno T-Loan nekikochini kabatikab chaik.
Kimi yura amu kelchinet nebo ketesietab Kass FM ak KCB eng campaign noton nekitinye nebo elimission anan kinet wakulima akobo loan noton nebo kapchai nebo kile Mavuno T-Loan.
Kong'alalchin ketesiani eng oret nenegei eng benkitab KCB mornetab Nandi Hills, komwa Tirop Mayo nekata benkinoto bo KCB kole nito ko besendo anan loan newendi kotoreti kabatikab chaik.
Mavuno T-Loan ko loan noton netaketani anan nebo wakulima chebo chaik. Loan ni eng KCB mi eng let yun, lakini loan ni kikilipani ko bullet payment anan kilipane bonus kakilipan mkulima bonus. Eng kasarta saizi ko ketau loan ni kende in installments neimuch kolipan mkulima kila arawa, kikochini mkulima kosubkei ak kiloinik anan ko deliveries cheket chikoib factory.
Kaboibochi ine loan nito eng mwaet kole chang kelchinoik anganie loan anan besenwek chun alak ole nyumnyum ole kenyorundoi.
Loan ni kile Mavuno T-Loan kikochin mkulima kosubkei ak kiloinik chik amakitebe security. Matinye security noto ko title anan ko security age tugul. Kit nekimeche kityo kokonech mkulima koyat account akokonech deliveries cheket chebo chaik chekikoib factories akaleita ko private anan ko KTDA. Kit nemoke kityo mkulima kokonech payslips.
Kamwochi ine kabatikab chaik chemokyingei loan nito akorutochi benkisiekab KCB asikobit konyor ichek taretoshek.
Mkulima komuch kokwalifian mkulima akoi million 3. Ako qualification nebo mkulima kikochini akoi mkulima kosubkei ak kiloinik chik chekikokoito. Kuno kelchin neo ning loan nito kile Mavuno T-Loan ko toreti mkulima na akot mkulima nekameche kotoret ko school fees, ng'alekab school fees, ng'alekab advance komeche mkulima kobute chaik ko qualifyani mkulima nyikosom loan kosubkei ak kiloinik chikikokoito koba factory.
Kabit nito eng kasarta netetat koek ketesio nebo Kass Media eng kibagenge ak benkitab KCB roadshow eng county nebo Nandi asikobit kokoch kanetisiet meng'ikab county nebo Nandi.
Eng tarik 5 kemite Kapsabet, eng tarik 6 Jumamos kemi Nandi Hills. Ameche aib kasari asom wakulima kobwa komong eng betunoto kimi eng campaign kimite ak caravan betun tarikishek choto tarik 6 eng Nandi Hills ketoune Nandi Hills town kebe Chebarus, Kipkimba, nyekebe lainda nebo Samoe, kerekte kebun through Savani, kemongchi Mosombor, kebe Kaptumo, kebe Koyo, kebe akoi Kobuchoi. Atchi kebe eng saishek kabet kora kebwa kebun Mugundoi, kebe akoi Kipsigak ak ketorchi tuyet Kabirsang Center. Asome kobwa wakulima sikobit konyor kelchin akonai akobo tetutik chuto tinye KCB.
Kong'etegei county nebo Nandi logoiwekab emet chebo Kass, kainenyu ko Nelson Tarbei.
Magat kogiljigei chemung'arainik en taonishek chemiten icheget kasuldaetab boisionikwak asikokanapta taonit mising ko noton nebo Iten. Tetei kibagengeitab Kenya National Chamber of Commerce and Industry mornetab county nebo Elgeyo Marakwet koyai tuyet neo nebo mung'aret anan Trade Expo eng arawetab 12 kenyini asikokochi boroindo chemung'arainik eng county noto kobarta mung'arosiek cheisuldoe icheget kosubkei ak nebo ng'echeret eng kibagengeit bo Kenya National Chamber of Commerce and Industry mornetab county noto Matthew Cheruyot kong'ong kole chang tuguk chebo mung'aret chemitei county nebo Elgeyo Marakwet chetomo konyor boroindo chemung'arainik choto koalda koityi kebeberwek cheterter chebo emet ak emotinwekab sang.
Toek chubwoni yubo county nebo Elgeyo Marakwet koiku biik chebo komonut ochei amu kingen kole ibwech rabinik yu amu betunoto kotinye boroindo biikab Elgeyo Marakwet kwalda tuguk chechang chetinye. Kitinye biik chebunu olin bo Kerio Valley chemuch koib matundek nyokwalda eng yu. Kitinye chemung'arainikab Iten yu, tinye amitwogikab tuga, tinye amitwogikab ngokaik, tinye ngokaik icheget ak tuguk alak chechang cheabwoti ale ngoit betunoto konyoru boroindo biikab Elgeyo Marakwet konyor rabinik amu toek chebwoni yu kenget kole bwoni toek chechang chesire akot 1,000.
Kamwa membaechoto bo kibagengeit noto kole magat kogiljigei boisionikwai chemung'arainik asikokanapta taonit noto bo Iten koek agenge eng municipalities chebo emoni chemitei barak mung'arosiek.
Ongekilgei eng tuyoni kitinye koin komeche kenetak asikekanapu Elgeyo Marakwet konyo barak amu kokoek Uasin Gishu City komeche kekwachi town neo municipality neo. So kisome betunoto kakikursem yu obwa eng chong'indo sinaityo onai ile kimeche keinwan Elgeyo Marakwet hasa taonit nyo bo Iten koek taonit neo.
Eng igoratab Trade Expo netetat keyai eng arawanato bo 12 konyoru boroindo barnotik kobor talantaisiekwai eng sekta inoto bo mung'aret.
I just want to tell our young people that this is the opportunity for us to take through the initiative of the Kenya Chamber of Commerce and Industry, the upcoming expo for December 9th and 8th is going to be provide an opportunity for our young people to tap and explore their talents and also to showcase the energy that they have in terms of business opportunities and in terms of innovation and creativity. So these opportunities and the discussion that we have had today provides an equal chance to all the young people of Elgeyo Marakwet County.
Kong'ete county nebo Elgeyo Marakwet, logoiwekab emet chebo Kass, kainenyu ko Andrew Kimeto. Noton ko kurset kobun chemung'arainik chemiten eng kibagengeit noton nebo Kenya National Chamber of Commerce and Industry nebo kikimit kasuldaetab mung'aret en taonit noton nebo Iten en kasarta netete icheget kosuldaen Trade Expo en taonit noton en arawetab 12 nebo kenyiniton. Kakomongei meng'ik chebo komosta noton nebo Sunrise nemiten en koning'ate ng'atutik nebo Njoro ako nerekyi wechetab kalyet nekotestai kwo barak en komosaton. Koikoito kurset ichek koityi serikali kokimit ribetab kalyet en komoswek choton.
Kaimongei meng'ichotok bo komosta nebo Sunrise ak Piave nemiten eng kot neking'ate ng'atutik nebo Njoro ako nerekyi wechetab kalyet nekokotestai kwo ng'ony eng komosatak kolen konekit kokobet sobonwekwak biik cheite 4 eng arawet agenge nekosirtoi.
In a span of 1 month we have collected 3 lives from River Ndarugo and sad still, and it pains so much that these cases they are associated with murder, raping of our women, our girl children.
Sasa hata sisi wana bodaboda hatutaki kukaa pale Kenyatta mpaka saa 4 saa 5 vile tulikuwa tunakaa. maana hujui wale watu watafanya nini tena.
Ngalaldos mengichoto kasarta nekaitilili ainet nebo Rivandarugu komwa icheket kole ainonotok ko mengatet nebo bichotok isuldoe chorset, rumishet koboto nyersetab kwonyik ak murenik eng komasatak.
Mothers are here, our sisters are here, our brothers and fathers are here for a common cause so that we can clear these bushes and we send a clear signal to those perpetrators and the law enforcement agents that we will not sit down and watch our women being raped and our men being sodomized.
Kanerekchi icheket ribikab kalyet chebo komasatak eng mwaet kole maisuldo icheket boisienywa kou ole nyalunot.
Tuna police post hapa ni kama mita 200 hapa, lakini wako usingizi, hakuna kitu wanafanya tena wanaleta maofisa wale ni wasembe ambao wameshindwa na kazi kwingine. Sasa tunataka hao maofisa wote watorewe hapa station hii yetu, maana wenye walikuwa kwa zamani saa 12 walikuwa wanakuja wanakaa pale Kenyatta jioni, wanatoka pale saa 3, alafu usiku unawasikia wako kule mitaani wakitembea wakifanya patoro.
Kaikoito icheket kurset koityi serikalitab county nebo Nakuru koker kole kaiwek icheket kalyet eng komasatak koboto konde icheket taishek anan security light asikosuldae icheket mungaroshekwak kou eng kotugul.
We want to see a lasting solution. Leo hii wamejitokeza kujitolea, lakini hakuna kiongozi hata mmoja ambaye yako kwa kiti amekuja hapa.
Kuna MP Charity Kadhabi, hakuna kitu anatufanyia huyo mama, akuja atuwekee mataa area hii, maana tunataka mwangaza na ili kila mtu awe safe katika area hii.
Kongeteke county nebo Nakuru logoiwekab emet chebo Kass, kainenyu ko Dennis Kipchirchir.
Ikistoenge noton kokaek kambaget sigik chebo sukulitab Kiptergekian Primary nemiten en koning'ate ng'atutik nemiten kot noton neu ng'ate ng'atutik nebo Bomet Central en county nebo Bomet ole en let kokaimuch koker sukulit noton akoi betut netomo kenai. Kanerekyi ichek ministry nebo somanet en kinamwa kole manyor sukulit noton rabisiek chebo capitation kosubkei ak netomo kesir kipsomaninik en tetutiet noton nebo NEMIS.
Kamwa sigichoton kobun Kiptergekian en Bomet Central kole tinye nerek ichek kosubkei ak netomo kesir kipsomaninik chebo sukulinoton bo Kiptergekian Primary en siretab kipsomaninik nenaat kou NEMIS. Ole kamwa ichek kole kiyokyin capitation kobun sukulit nebo Chebolo nemiten en komosoton, kit nekamwa ichek kole maiyoni.
Kainenyun ko Debra, akwo sigindet agenge nebo Kiptergekian. Ako konyon ireu ketinye tabu kora kisegu. Maneni ko mabetut netai kebwone kemwoe kele kitinye tabu. Betut nebo somok ineni kokikebe Bomet mara mbili kebe kab education en Bomet. Kokingebe kab education en Bomet kobo kelenjech mamiten ele bendi lagok. Ako kitebi lagokyok sukul akoi betutab raini. Nekongeya sukul oino kobwa lagok. Kangoit lagok ko makiasese lagok anan mamiten kiy age tugul nekitesta. En exam chekitesta ko makiyokto. Ko nito kokibwone aketebe kele tabu nebo Kiptergekian kotone. En nguni komiten tesetai nguni kereleaseni capitation. Our capitation the last time ko kikikoito koba sukulit age. Ako kitinye lagok en yu ako mami kiy age tugul netesetai. So rabinik chombo capitation kingen kele kotoreti lagok kyalchinen tuguk cheyoen practical ako yoen tuguk chechang en sukul. Komakingen kele amune simochut sukulinyon ako kitesetai kosomondos lagok. Noton any kitebe ministry nebo education kele tabu ko miono enechek. Kokeseret kouni ko miono tabu. Kingeteche sukulit ninyon nebo Kiptergekian ko kikimwoe kele kiui kasit en la. Aiwek nekiroseni lagok. Ako kou yongen nguni ole lagok chemiten JSS ko lagok chemengechen. Matokone time ko kisiki. I'm a parent nebo sukulit nebo Kiptergekian. Sita nekikenyor Kiptergekian ko kinome sekondari. Kimiten lagokyok sukul koregister na. Ko ingeyote sekondari keyote sukul kelenje ko keib kainutik. Kikibe Bomet mara 3. Kiyakwech arap sang biik chekibo ofisinyin. Akina Makori, Emily ak Theater 2. Kilenje koritene lagok en ireu. Matomu lagok chutatun keitu. Kikibakach lagok amisie chebulu, ame kainutik komi lagok ireu.
Kosubkei ak noton komoche ministry nebo somanet kokoshi ichek rirekwak ak kocheng walutiet nebo kipchulyo.
How can we run the school without resources? Yeah, family.
yetu. President, where are you? Na
Kiit age rabinikab capitation kemoe kistopen makemoe takochut sukulit kebulu. Ani Mr. Sang ini kimwoe kila koribunoni sukulini. Kokerirtae Mr. Sang. Mami mwalimu age nekerirtoe. Chemokano kore Mr. Sang en Bomet. Kale mwae biashara chebo mwae rabinik chebo capitation.
Akot kou noton kokakityem kenyorun ng'olyon kobun director nebo somanet en county nebo Bomet, Leonard Ngugi, kobaten maimukak. Kong'eten county nebo Bomet, logoiwekab emet chebo Kass, kainenyun ko Festus Rono.
Akot kounoton kokakomwa CS nebo somanet Julius Ogamba kole wendi kotyokto serikali chepkondok chebo capitation eng konekit. Kaikoito kurset Ogamba koityi stakeholders tugul en sekta nebo somanet konyor muitaet en mwaet kole tesetai serikali ak chikilisiet nemuktechin kiyokto chepkondok koba sukulisiek chenyolu kiyokte chepkondok choton bo capitation.
So these are some of the things we are doing. I know there could be issues relating to capitation, which we actually received last week, but we decided that we need to verify the data that we are getting so that we release the resources to cover the number of students that are in those institutions. We started last Friday, and as we verify, we are able to release the funds for those institutions that are verified. So we started on Friday, we released a bit. On Monday, we released some. On Tuesday, the same thing. Yesterday, today is Wednesday, it will be done. We have a team in Machakos that is going through the numbers so that we avoid this issue of money maybe being released and it's discovered later on that it was released to an institution that does not exist or for numbers that are not correct. So please bear with us. We plan to complete this exercise by Friday. Bear with us. Once we finish, at least we'll be sure that we've released money to institutions that exist and to the correct numbers. And that is again in line with the cleanness that we want to introduce in the sector. We want this sector to have hygiene so that we do not have cartels benefiting and therefore reducing the amount of resources that should go to genuine cases. So bear with us because we are cleaning up the data, and once we do, it will be that much better. So thank you very much and have a good day.
Kagomonge alage en biikab bororietab Kalenjin en yutet Nairobi akoesio ng'alalutik chekomwa alage en kandoik cheboto MP nebo Githunguri Gathoni wa Muchomba ak Senator nebo Nyandarua John Methu chekomwa kole koitaban President Dr. William Ruto biikab Kalenjin en boroinwek terterchin cheboto nebo kikochi ichek chamchinet nebo koba kotab boror. Kondochin nebo ng'echeret en kibagengeitab Kalenjin en yutet Nairobi nenaat ko Kalenjin Nairobi Welfare Association Kanawea Kiblagat Dennis ak rubeiwondenyin Euniska Chesang koboto patron Kennedy Mayo komwa ichek kole matindo kandoik choto chamchinet nebo kong'alal nekoto bororietab Kalenjin.
The president has continually demonstrated his dedication to empowering grassroots communities through support of self-help groups, community-based organizations, CBOs, and micro, small, and medium enterprises, MSMEs. These empowerment initiatives has been inclusive, without discrimination based on region or ethnicity.
Mambo ya State House, ndugu wangu amesema. Alianza kutuonea kwa kusema sisi hatuendi State House kwa sababu ya hatuna uwezo. Ama ni it was just like a mocking. Tunaambia yeye tukitaka kuenda hata kesho tuna request appointment yetu. Na tuko sure inakuwa approve kama vile ya jamii zingine inakuwa approve. Si ndio? Yes. So wakati atuchaomba asikuje kutukecheli kusema sisi hatupewi nafasi ndio ionekane tupikane kama sisi jamii. Hatutaki hivyo. Kwa hiyo siasa yao tuwaweke kando, tuendelee vizuri, tunaishi vizuri na jamii zote kwa pamoja. Asanteni.
Here I'll specifically represent the youths, youths who have been identified by the president, and they have been seen to be the beneficiaries of the empowerment that is taking place at the State House. These are among the promises made by the president to the Kenyans. And the president did not specifically mention specific communities. He categorically said that he is going to serve all Kenyans. And whatever the president is doing to empower the Kenyans, no one is supposed to criticize the same, because we as Kenyans, we give the president the mandate to serve the Kenyans. And that is what he is doing currently.
President was elected by all tribes in Kenya, not one community. State House is not for one community. State House is for all communities. Yes. Whether those who voted or those who did not vote for president, president is the president of the Republic of Kenya, not a community.
Chitab Kalenjin ko choton koloyab emet kaimuch kaitunen ketesiet nebo Kass TV nekasomanun kwane Shadrack Mutai.